So over the last few weeks, I've had a script I've been working on for my thoughts on Payday 3 and my problems with it. But as of today, they've uploaded a roadmap on the future of the game called Operation Medic Bag. So I figured scrap what I have and see what it compares to the problems that I had with the game prior. The major being solo mode and offline mode, which everyone has basically been asking for since the launch, which is a good step. Although Phase 1 will require an online connection, which is alright, well, we can make do with that. Adding stability and matchmaking and a server browser, pretty good. Will make finding matches better. Good step. Next, progression, which was something I really didn't enjoy while playing. Based on your feedback, our current challenge-based progression system didn't achieve the goals we want. Challenges will be removed and we'll switch Infamy progression to be tied to heist completion, which is exactly what I wanted. I liked the way that Payday 2 and Payday the Heist progression worked. I immediately despised Payday's 3 because sometimes after finishing a heist, you just make no XP if you didn't complete a challenge, so you'd feel like you didn't really get anything. Felt like a waste of time. UI revamp, which I know several people, including Mario and Top Hat, didn't really like it, and even I thought it was fairly clunky, let alone looking through the challenges, which was just like a sea of text and scrolling. New content, sure, that's, you know what I mean, I'm not as, more content is cool, but I kind of don't really care, as long as, like, if the base game gets fixed, that's better for me. Sure, there wasn't a lot of content compared to, say, Payday 2, but that game's been out for fucking, like, years now. But I like this. Free LMG, sure. New weapon, hey. Pricing, they're reviewing pricing on DLC. So, yeah. So yeah, because the pricing for that DLC was $17.99, and it's kind of like, ooh, even for like the Payday 2 DLCs you guys made of the Taylor packs, the skin, and the DLC weren't that expensive. Improvements to the store in game, hey, the store was kind of shitty and clunky, and finding items was really annoying, as well as some of the things that were available to buy were very mid and mediocre. Like, a lot of the mask designing kind of just fell off for me compared to, say, 2. It just they all felt like really crappy, and the only decent looking masks were the pre-built ones, but you couldn't do anything to them because they're pre-built, which was also really annoying. Changes to Unreal Engine 5. I don't really remember what that was supposed to be, nor do I care, because I care more about how fun the fucking game feels and if it actually plays well. Let's see. Many things mentioned needs preparations, but things he talked about is quick play, loader renaming, which definitely is nice. Smaller content drops, sure. Controller improvements, sure. I didn't know. I played on PC. Vote kick, yes, because apparently there was no way to kick people, which is wonderful. Rotating stealth modifiers, yes, which I did find was kind of like, it felt kind of stupid that you could just eventually speed run a stealth mission because none of the things changed. Even I was like, it was like, oh, oops, I messed up. All right, let's see. I don't even need to turn on my brain because I know that for the bank heist, it's going to be triangle, and that the thing's going to be, I have to hit the red wire because none of that changed. The only thing that ever changed was where the camera room was. It was like, oh my gosh, the camera room's in a different spot. An unready button because we didn't have one, which was like, Jesus. Playing again feature, which keeps people staying in a lobby, merging players into a party. Good. Daily activities with rewards, sounds good. Gives me a reason to come back. Mask vendor with weekly rotating inventory, pretty good. Something to keep up with. Communication wheel improvements, very good, because I can't request for armor. No one can request for armor, and armor is like the backbone of doing well in this game. There's some of the majors, the initial focus, that I really, we'll have to see when these come out. But optimization, reliability of finding games, teamwork and co-op, making communication with people easier, such as voice chat and text chat, replayability and progression, which is what it needed, and this is the key right here: fantasy and heisting. This one will reinforce the heisting fantasy. This involves a Crynet style map as well as more features to make you feel like a true heister, which in my original script I said this game felt too realistic in the way that it just ruined the fun. And I'm like, oh, I love getting melted as by the cops, and I love playing with people who are new and watching them get melted by cops and know that they're gonna go, man, this really sucks if I'm getting melted on normal. Why would I play this game when I could play Payday 2 and play on normal and play any gun that they want and not even be that good and they could still have fun? I have watched people who were new to 3 and just get fucking demolished on hard, or not even hard, on normal. And I'm like, yeah, because some of these weapons feel like shit. The perks are kind of weak versions from Payday 2, and it's just not really fun, and the armor system is really annoying. If normal difficulty for new players isn't fun, they're not going to stick around just because it's the Payday 3 franchise. Yippity doo-dah. I do look forward to what comes out of this. Am I still going to buy the game for now? No. I will still only use... Fuck, what is it? I will still use Game Pass to play this if I play at all, to test it out until the game gets to a state where I'm like, yeah, I'll buy this, because these seem like good steps to fix this game, but this is an uphill battle. I feel like a bigger uphill battle than Payday 2 even has, but this is definitely a good start. Sure, this is just a roadmap and nothing's come out yet, but this is a very big roadmap with a lot of transparency and all the marks that I had in my original script where I was like, this is why I don't want to keep playing this game. I'm hoping that in the progression changes too, that will also affect weapons, because I don't really care for the Call of Duty-esque leveling up for attachments versus like Payday 2 or Payday 3, where it was like a cool, like there's a challenge to do it and then you get attachment, or there's an achievement, or it comes with the purchase of a DLC, but there's some basic ones you can get from drops. Sure, I like that. The leveling up is like, it's like, I don't want to do challenges. See, those tied into the challenges for the progression, which was really annoying. Oh, I gotta use other weapons that are without attachments so I can get more XP to level up to unlock more stuff, and that was just really irritating and unfun, because that's not how it's like Payday. You kind of find which guns are good or which guns are fun, and then you kind of stick to them. You're not swapping around a ton unless you really want to, but also a lot of them felt really weak, so that was irritating too. But I look forward to what comes of this as they work on it. Some of these features, they said in this post, won't be here till 2025, and it's only February. But I hope this can become to a good state, just like Payday 2 eventually became. Thanks for watching.